Hello, classmates and tutor. My name is Suheidasa, and today I'm here in the kindergarten Mis Pequeños Genios with the teacher Lelis Garcia. Hello, teacher. How are you today?
I'm very good, thanking you.
Very good too. I'm grateful to you for accepting this interview.
Okay, you're welcome.
Well, my dear teacher, you are very young. How long have you been working in the kindergarten?
Okay, yes, this is my second year.
Great. Let's start, teacher, with this interview.
Okay.
This video is about the strategies to improve teaching practice, peer observation, teaching portfolio, and teacher journal. Teacher Lelis, I'm going to ask a series of questions about these strategies from your own experience, okay?
Okay.
To win contest, I will define the first strategy, teaching portfolio. It is a collection of documents and other elements in constant evolutions, carefully selected, composed of professional thoughts, goals, or experiences that reflect and self-evaluate the different aspects of the work of a teacher. Professor Lelis, have you created your teacher portfolio?
Okay, good question, but not. I haven't created my teaching portfolio. I keep track other documents that are regularly requested by the kindergarten director, like class plans or records of evaluation, and all this information to remain in the institution, but in a personal way. I don't keep any records of my teaching experience.
What documents or elements would you keep when you create your teaching portfolio?
Okay, well, I would start saving my CV. I think that is most important, and I think this will allow me to observe what study I can do to improve my teaching performance, and it would attack information about the institution, such as vision or mission of the educational school project.
Okay.
To have a general vision of what the institution seeks to achieve.
Okay.
So, and finally, I would keep records of the most representative activities that I have done with my students, like videos and photos.
Okay, interesting. The last question about teaching portfolio.
Okay.
Is you told me that you didn't have a teaching portfolio. Okay. Do you believe that the institutions where you work carries a record that allows you to create your teaching portfolio about activities or projects carried out?
Yes, we always carry evidence by group and in general about the activities. But as I told you, it's the director who keep all the information. But I think that I put myself to the task of structuring my portfolio. I consider that is really important.
Okay, let's start about the second strategy.
Okay.
That is a peer observation. Let's define it. Consists of observation made by a teacher or observer of a teacher to understand some aspects of teaching, learning, or interaction in the classroom that both can gain by observing each other.
Okay.
The first question is, what do you think about peer observation?
No, my God. It is really intimidating when you feel observed by the other teacher. You make the best effort to show your abilities so that the teaching process is of quality.
Okay.
And you always believe that I'm doing it perfectly. So
Yes.
when the observation occurs, many questions arise, and I just wanted to end and know the results. So for me, it's really, really intimidating.
Okay, yes, I think it's a difficult job. Is there regular peer observation where you work?
Well, In the institution where I work, and it's a small institution, and the director of this school selects a teacher to be observed, especially when occur changes in the educational project, and then shares with other teachers their appreciation, and with most respect fit certain aspects with other teachers. Finally, the teacher helps each other.
Can be a good technique, no?
Okay, yes.
Have you ever been the observer teacher?
Oh, no. I haven't, and never. I have to observe other teacher, other partner. But as I told you, I have been observed, and yes, I feel nervous.
Okay. We finally have, my dear tutor, the strategy teaching journal. I'm going to define as the last one. It is a continuous chronicle of observations, reflections, record of incidents or ideas that occur during the lessons, which describe what was learned in the teaching process of a retelling of the class that the teacher wishes to revise, which is presented in notebook, in book, or electronic mode. Okay? Can you give me, teacher ladies, your opinion about teaching journal?
Well, yes, of course. And for me, it's like a diary, and where you can write information about the development of activities or anything, and I should remember to improve my work.
It's good, I think. Okay, the second question about these strategies is, does the school provide a space online, or does it take it physically or in a notebook, for example, you're teaching journal?
Well, I take it physically in a notebook. The school doesn't offer an online space.
Oh, that's bad. I think all the schools need a multimedia classroom, for example.
Yes.
Or at least one computer for your workplace, of the work of the teacher of your partner. What do you write in your teaching journal?
Well, I always write down things about the classes, about my students, or situation that should be remembered for some reason.
Okay. Well, we finished this interview. Thank you, teacher Lely, for being here with me, for your time.
Thank you to you for inviting me.
Okay. Well, classmate and tutor, until the next time. Teacher, please say goodbye.
Goodbye.